The weather map has been featuring a lot of heat and humidity. It's been a battle of the high pressure systems. The Bermuda high pumps the air in from the tropics. That's why it's so tropical, humid, sticky, with all these huge downpours. And for the second time in 2 weeks, there's been a tornado in Connecticut, and Storrs, Connecticut. That's somewhat alarming, but that's what happens when you get these saturated air masses, and any front coming in from Canada is going to trigger severe weather. So that is the forecast for the days leading into the weekend, Thursday, Friday. And then a front, bona fide cool air from Canada, makes it all the way into northern New England. Not a backdoor front like we've had every Tuesday for the last 3 weeks, but this one's going to bring in a push from New York. That front is going to make it to about Nantucket, and it's going to stall. So there's going to be tropical air just south of Nantucket, and it looks like there's going to be enough of a dynamic to produce a little nor'easter or even an extra tropical storm east of Cape Cod over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that may generate a groundswell. Those of us here on the east-facing shores of Massachusetts Bay, look at all those sailboats. We don't really get the waves that you can get on Cape Cod from a Bermuda high, and of course Rhode Island and Nantucket. I heard it was pretty fun, but you want to get someplace where a southwesterly swell comes at you, but you get sort of a north wind, and that may actually happen with the front that comes by on Saturday and Sunday. So the south shore of New England may actually have an offshore push of wind and a little groundswell. So there is a little hope for the weekend. And then after that, whatever does form east of Cape Cod is going to pull out. Hopefully that's going to be something. We look at the tropics. The first African wave of the season to get named, Chantal, is decaying in the Caribbean. Now, there's still an entity there. It's just not a cyclone anymore. It doesn't have a closed circulation. So it's an open wave, and those can still survive. It's going to go toward the Bahamas and Florida, and it may try and come up the coast as a wave with more rain for us, and maybe spin up again out to sea, but I'm not banking on that. So it's fairly quiet. We're going to have more heat coming in next week. Doesn't look quite as humid. And so we're just going to wait till later in July and August for the hurricane season to really ramp up. I did a pretty alarming hurricane forecast on Surfcast.Weather. .us. You can check that out. It's calling for the likelihood or possibility of 1 or 2 hurricanes to get very close to, if not hit, New England this season. So there's going to be plenty to talk about. All this rain, it's a signal. The tropical connection is here all the way to eastern Canada. We'll see you on the shore.